What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of this Minecraft Let's Play of all the mods 9 to the sky. Anyways, um, in between episodes, did some stuff. I got upgrades for all of these. Too bad I don't have enough power to do it or use them. So, 1024, yeah, it's not doing too hot, but it's all working there. I made upgrades for all of them. So, all these ones up here have 2, and then the ones behind there have 1. And I don't quite remember if I think I did this after last episode. I did Blackstone so I could get ancient debris. I don't remember if I did that in last episode. If I did, I'm showing it again anyways. Anyways, all these have 1, but if you look in my inventory, I have stuff to make thermo generators. So if we get those uh set up, that'll probably cover our power for a while. We just gotta do that. I'm gonna make 5 of them and then immediately upgrade them to the second tier, which should be just like that. Thermo. Oh, I need 1 iron. And I have no iron. Um, let's hope I have some. I do not. Alright, well, let me make some iron then. I've only got 1. Predicaments. Alright, give me a minute while I figure this out. Okay, now that I have the iron, I can actually make this. Put everything back in how it was, and then we just need the iron in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these have actually gotten a nice texture upgrade from the last time I seen them. They used to just be a block, like the furnace was. It was like just a block with a little ring around the bottom. Anyways, now that we got those, we need 5 buckets of lava. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, and then we gotta wait a second, and then while we're doing that, we can grab fluid pipes, our wrench, wherever that is, right there, and we will need to take this sink out. I'll make another one for that eventually. So let's grab this other bucket of lava real quick. Sink, and power cables. There we go. Now we can go back here. If you haven't seen this set up before, you're gonna see it now. That's perfect. We're right there. Let me turn mobs down. Hostile creatures. There we go. Now they're not as loud. And then the sink. I don't think you have to have. Yeah, you don't have to have water under it. So we'll do that. And then the lava. We need to put down underneath all of them. There we go. And then we'll just have power come out the front of them. And just like that, they all should be producing power. Yep, 80 FE a tick. It's not much right now, but once you get into the higher tiers, you start getting 150, 300, 600, up to 3,500 FE per tick per generator. But this should hopefully kickstart us a bit. Kind of charge every. Nope, maybe not. I don't know. We'll let it run for a bit and see. It's got everything else helping it too. Maybe I'll set up the stuff and get them upgraded to hardened. Uh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Get it upgraded to hardened, and then we can see if that'll keep these powered enough. Okay, I'll be back. So unfortunately, I am still not producing enough power. So I had to take all the upgrades out of them, which is fine. These ones I don't really need. These ones I put the upgrades back in, or these two, just because this is the one that'll give me my iron. And that's all fine for that. And then I took the ones out of the other side too. But if we just run back here, you can actually see the slight difference that they have. Just a little darker or yellower ring or something around them. But the next thing we're going to get into is creating a new storage system because man oh man am I out of storage. So for now, we're just gonna use refined storage, and I think that's all we're gonna use. I'm not a fan of applied energistics. So yeah, applied energistics. I'm not a fan of it, and I don't like using it. So we're gonna go the refined storage route, which to me seems way easier because you don't need extra parts to craft stuff like this stuff. You can just craft in a regular crafting table. But we're gonna get started with that, and luckily I have this mob farm back here, which will give me all the slime and is that really all the string I have? Only 212 string. Alright, well I guess that'll have to do. I mean, it'll make a ton of the processor bind. I think it makes 8 from 1 or something like that. Here we can see, yeah, 8. So right there's just 8 stacks already. Which I don't know if I'll need more than that. This we can all throw back in the chest for now. And then I'm going to try to get up to the 64K one. I just don't know if I'll have the resources for it. I might have to wait a while to get more iron because it is very iron heavy. Which actually I might do that. Get these things crafted and then wait for a ton of iron so I can start crafting up the storage parts. And yeah, so I'm gonna wait for all that. I'm gonna just sit here and wait till I have quite a bit of iron. It should be doing 32 at a time, which is nice. I might upgrade this to the netherite one as well, just so it goes faster. I should I don't know if I'm producing enough power to. No, I don't think I am. I think I'm just barely producing enough to keep those ones on. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I'll just wait here for a while and let this stack up some iron for me. So, I'll be back when I have all the parts for it. Alright guys, I got all the stuff I need to set it up. I did go ahead and just make the drives because I didn't want to do it on camera. I just wanted to make sure I had everything. But what we're going to do first is just get rid of all that. Ooh, I should have put power over here first. We can do that real quick. Yeah, there's power right there, so we can just... No, all my items. I forgot it's only 3 blocks. Well, let's hope there was nothing important. Now I need some dirt. There we go. We'll just go like this. Come back up. And... Oh. Should probably make this island one deeper. There we go. And replace it with wood that I can't get out of here now. Should have had more right here. Yeah, whatever. We'll get this set up. Oh wait, I had... Yeah, we'll get this set up real quick. Put controller, drive, and there. Throw those in there, and then we can just throw everything in. Man, I probably lost a ton of my ores, a ton of my... I don't know what else. Just a ton of my ores. Okay, I think that's everything. Cover that hole back up, and let's see how much it used. A grand total of 6,000 out of 144. Well, that's just great. Didn't even fill up nothing. I need my bread back, or my toast. But yay, now I've got a way better storage system. And oh, I guess I accidentally clicked A on those things. There we go. So now that that's done, That wasn't part of this quest line. Oh wait, no, it was right there. Huh. All right. I guess that worked out in my favor then. Anyways, uh, we're gonna work on getting some more of this stuff. This can be a lot more grindy stuff though. Maybe we'll work on getting some of the outside ones. Oh, I also made a pulverizer. I didn't really need it though. I thought I did, but I got Certus quartz dust from this one. I was just gonna start pulverizing a ton of this, but I had this stuff already. Ooh, jetpack. That's what we should do. Let's see. Power. First thing we're gonna do is make one of these, and I need to make this. Wait, I could just do this now. I need an ender pearl. There should be one right. Oh, there should be a ton over in this chest. Yeah, I'll just grab a few and throw in there. So let's throw these in here now, and we should be able to. Yep. And then there's also binding card. I'm gonna grab one of these, and then sit over in here. Maybe. This is gonna be a bad idea. I can already see it happening. I was gonna sit in there, wait for like a zombie or creeper. Actually, I could just shut this thing off. Get rid of this thing. Off. Oh wait, except I have to put the... That would have been bad right there. Anyways, let's put the tank back down and cover that up. Okay, I'm gonna get these bound real quick and then I'll be back. Now that I've got the player transmitter put down, I can go ahead and start building me a jetpack. Right, we gotta start with the wood one, and I think I need 11 of those, and then I need 5 of those. I'll have to make quite a few furnaces. Actually, I could throw some of my cobblestone in here, just so I have it. 2 of these, 1 of these, and then leather strap, and what happened to all my planks? I just had a ton in here, didn't I? I don't know. Anyways, there we go. There's my first jetpack. Yay! Now we're gonna immediately upgrade it to stone. And I ran out of iron. All right, let me get some more real quick. Now that I got all the iron, we should be able to throw that back in there and make 11 of these again, and then it was stone. 5. I've made so many jetpacks. I've got this thing down to like a science. I know exactly how much of what you need. I mean, it's fairly simple if you actually keep track, but next would be iron. This one needs gold. I thought that was one more, and then it needed gold. Yeah. Okay, anyways. Gold. There we go. No, sticks are my downfall. Never thought I'd run into a stick problem. There we go. Wait, that's wrong. I need iron. There we go. Yeah, because I'm on stone. And I ran out of iron. It's a good thing I got more in there. There we go. And iron one. I usually like to get it up to like a diamond. I guess emerald would work too. Is there anything past that? Does not look like it. So I'll probably get it all the way up to an emerald real quick. And then I'll show you how fast it flies. Alright guys, so the last thing we did, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, was the jetpack. And it's only at 80% throttle. How do I... Oh, there we go. Okay, So I'm gonna show you how fast this flies. So hover mode is nice. It just hovers around, and then if you like, it's insanely fast for what we'll need it for. But when we start expanding our island, it'll be way nice. And the jetpack was drawing too much power from my system, and we had a hardened, but now I had to upgrade him to spirited, just because of how I think that's three tiers higher. I had to upgrade him to spirited. That's how much power this thing was drawing. So now that we got that upgraded, oh, and I upgraded my furnace. I need to shut this jetpack off. Now that we got I also upgraded my furnace, so now it's a netherite, and it'll pretty much insta smelt stuff I put in there. So if we put all this in there and throw it in there, yeah, look at that. It just like insta smelts everything. But now we have 3.1 thousand or 3,000, a little over 3,000 iron, which is nice. So shouldn't run into much of an iron problem anymore. And I was able to put one speed upgrade into everything. Just barely. It just barely keeps up with it. So I think in between episodes, I'm gonna upgrade the power, upgrade my power quite a bit. Maybe get one of the get one of the reactors going. One of the, here, let's look it up. So, how, yeah, one of these reactors. Try to get it, because it generates 100,000 a tick. Oh wait, that's max extraction. It generates 500,000. Dang. So yeah, I think I might work up to that in between episodes and get our power situated a bit better for future expansion, and probably add a few more drives. But I think next episode we're going to get into mystical agriculture. This is probably one of my favorite mods ever made, just because of what you can do with it. But that's going to be the end of this episode. This one's going to be a bit shorter, but I think we got a lot more accomplished than we usually would, or than we have in the last episodes. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode. I will see you all in the next episode. Peace out.